What's going on, guys? So we're back for another video today, and before we get into this video, I want to first off say I hope that you guys are safe and healthy and that you are practicing your appropriate social distancing skills as we are, except when we have to go to the store and such. But when we do, we are being very, very careful. What I'd like to know is take a minute and if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Also comment. I'd like to know, what are you guys doing? I mean, you guys see what I do and what everything is going on with me during this stay-at-home order or quarantine. So what are you guys doing from a quarantine perspective? Let me know. Send me DMs on Instagram, pictures of things you're making, things you're doing, all those kinds of things. Tag me in your fish tanks. I like to repost that kind of stuff on my story. So if you tag me in your story, I will definitely repost that. But let me know, what are you guys doing during your quarantine? Hopefully, like I said, you guys are staying safe and healthy. So today's video is going to be focused on baby guppies, specifically Dumbo-eared purple mosaic baby guppies. So the guppy tank that we set up last week that was provided by Guppy Guru, he was nice enough to ship me the trio of guppies. There was one male, two females, if you don't remember. You can see those right here. Those guys have been living life in their new home. Well, one of the females that he had sent me, he was nice enough to send me one that was right at the point of giving birth to its fry. And in this last week, she finally gave birth. Since there's 60 guppies in here, I'd like to know, what should we name them all? I mean, seriously, we could name them. In fact, comment below. Let me know. Name all 60 of them. Can anybody do that? Give me 60 names. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. But before we do, and before we get off into this video today, let me just give you a quick update. So, I told you in a live stream recently that I'm going to be doing a giveaway with SC Fish Keeping. So that giveaway is coming soon. We will announce the details on that very, very soon. We are thinking probably going to be a setup of some sort, a tank setup, or maybe an Amazon gift card. We really haven't decided yet, but stay tuned for all of the details around that. Those will be coming out in the next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. All right, well, let's get into today's video. Alright guys, well, like I said, we're going to focus on some guppies today. But before we get into the guppies, I want to show you. I went over this morning, and if you haven't seen Brenton's video yet, definitely go check it out. But we actually built a little slop pit, or a little mud pit, for Waddles the pig. Because pigs love to root around in the dirt and in the mud and such. So we wanted to give him a nice little place. Absolutely adorable little pig. Alright, well, let's get back into the video here. Let's go take a look at all of the little baby guppies. Well, speaking of Brenton, look who just showed up.
Waddles is he's living.
Hey, why is he living?
Because he doesn't like being by himself.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting there inside, and all I hear is just a little squealing. Come out there, and there's Waddles.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, just squealing at me. I come up to it, he stops. I go to get him some food, I just hear him start squealing again.
Well, that's bad.
He just wants to hang out.
I know.
I'm sorry, Waddles.
Well, shiver me timbers.
Exactly. Shiver me timbers.
In fact, you know what we should bring back?
What?
Peggy?
James?
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Hey, do you want to say anything to the people about Waddles the pig?
Waddles is amazing. Waddles is like my son. I love him.
Yeah.
He literally hangs out with me all day when I'm home. I just like, I have to go do stuff sometimes, and he gets so sad. Like, if you have the clip, roll the clip off my Instagram story. I'm in the shower, but look who's waiting for me to get out. Waddles. Waddles is waiting. Look at him. He's like, where are you? He literally follows me everywhere. He literally waited for me outside the shower last night. And then everywhere I went, he follows me. So, I don't know, he's like my little kid. I love it.
We're gonna take a look at the guppy tank. I promise you, we're gonna look at the guppies. But I have a lot of stuff to tell you guys. So, I mean, hopefully you're enjoying this video so far. But we're actually gonna walk outside, and we are going to check on the status of the renovation of the 100-gallon cabinet. So let's go check that out right now. All right, well, I showed you guys in the last video the doors, the cabinet doors for the 100-gallon. So this is the top. Now, granted, this is not the original top. I actually had to rebuild the entire top. I mean, everything about this top is new, with the exception of this piece of wood right here. This piece of wood is the only original piece of wood from the original top, and I just used that because it was the only piece of wood that was actually in good condition. But but everything else was so rotted just from the water and the humidity, I decided to go ahead and just rebuild the whole thing. This is obviously getting the same exact paint job as the cabinet doors, which is laying down a coat of black paint, putting the white on top of it, and then distressing it, which you can see there's some distress there. Now granted, this is not complete. It's not finished in any way, shape, or form. The only thing that has been done to this is literally the first coat of white paint that has just been sanded down. I need to put a second coat of white paint on it, then it can be fully distressed and waxed for it to be complete. That'll be done soon. I will be putting an entire video out of the restoration of the 100-gallon on my channel once it's completely done. I've just been giving you guys updates throughout videos just to let you know how it's progressing. Now once I get this top done, the only thing I'll have left to do is the bottom cabinet. What I'm going to do is once I am finished with the top, I'll need to start working on the cabinet, which means that the 100-gallon will have to be completely drained. But before we do that, I will take water out of that tank, literally put it into 5-gallon buckets, put the fish into the 5-gallon buckets, drain the tank, set the tank on the floor, fill it back up, and then dump those 5-gallon buckets just directly in there, obviously after cycling and doing all the things that you have to do. That tank will stay on the floor for about a week while I do the bottom part of the cabinet, and then at that point be done, put everything back together, and the 100-gallon is going to get a brand new scape. So stay tuned for that. Glad you guys are coming along with me on all this stuff, and I definitely appreciate the support. All right, well, we're back in here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guppy tank. I know that's what you guys are here for. You're here for the guppies, so let's look at right now. Let's look at it. There are so many fry in this tank. All right, like I said in the intro, there are like 60 guppy fry in here, and I want you to comment below and name every one of them, all 60.
They have to be separate comments.
Yeah, set that rule again.
It is very, very important that the comments are separate. Each name is separate, so 60 individual comments. Whoever does that, I love you. Thank you.
As you heard, Brenton, 60 separate comments on guppy names for all 60 baby guppies, and Brenton will love you forever and ever. Amen. Get to commenting. Alright guys, well let's walk around and do some feedings real quick. Let's get some frozen shrimp and get this stuff defrosted. Alright, let's start on this jade goby tank. We'll feed this guy some shrimp, but if you look in here, we actually have some guppy fry in here as well, just some mutt guppies from the last breeding we did, and they're getting big enough where I really need to move these things out of here and put them in the other tank. But let's go ahead and feed this guy real quick. Alright, well let's move on to the indoor pond. I'm going to put this down here so the bass cannot get it. Well, there is the black knife fish, and we're actually going to see if he will eat something here. There he goes. He got it. Perfect. You can kind of see the pike back there, but if you actually want to see the pike, the only way to really see him is either at night when he doesn't realize you're here, or he has dug all the substrate out where you can see him at the bottom here. So, there's the red Atabapo pike and the knife fish from the bottom of the tank. Cannot believe he spends so much time at the bottom of the tank behind rocks. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoyed this video today, and I know that I did a lot of talking, there wasn't a whole lot of fish, but wanted to give you some updates since it's been about a week since I put out a video. And but like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There will be another video coming in the next couple of days where I will be announcing the giveaway with SC Fish Keeping. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I would really appreciate you considering doing so before you go. And if you have not followed me on Instagram, please do that now. There's a link to all my social medias in the description, as well as an email address and a phone number where you can get in touch with me. Once again, and as always, I really appreciate the support, guys. I really, really do. And hey, we'll see you next time.